Hey everybody, how are you? Pat again from Elite Action Joe. We're doing another little video we thought might come in handy just before the holidays. So 1/6 scale, depending on how you collect or what you do, I do a lot of vintage. I do a lot of loose new stuff. But we also love the photography, the story, the diorama building. If you're into that, or if you're thinking about doing that, the holiday season is a great time to get out and look around for stuff. Now, I know it's hard to find Joes out there and stuff like that, but if you're looking for little stuff to go into your dioramas, the holidays are the best time. You get all these companies to just push all this stuff out there for gift giving for like the people you don't know what to get. So, like, I'm going to have some examples here. Over the years we've collected, you saw some of them on our other shoot in our rec room for the Joes. But for example, you see these all the time. See, it's got the snowflake. It's just for gift giving. But this is it's a mini hockey tabletop game, and it comes with all, it's got the little balls for the pucks and stuff. But it's just like perfect size for the Joes. So that these things are all over the place this time of year. There's also pool tables. I actually stole the sticks out of this one to put in my rec room because I like the sticks better. I'm probably going to switch to this table entirely for in there. But these are all of us. I find I have 1, 2, 3 just within arm's reach right here, which is probably overkill, but you never know what you're going to do. So you just have to be on the lookout for these things. Here's another one. It's a blackjack set. The green itself is perfect. The cards are a little bit big, but it can still be used, and then maybe you can find cards somewhere else. Sometimes online you can see them on eBay. I see stuff. I've bought 1/6 scale deck of cards that I don't have in a diorama right now, but they're in my diorama box. But this is the kind of stuff. It's all out there this time of year. So if your wife or your girlfriend, your significant other, your parents, they want to drag it to the stores, and you're like, oh, I don't want to go shopping. There's nothing out there for me. There's no Joes. This is the kind of stuff you can find. They always have those tables set up for gift giving, for people that you just need something for. And this stuff there's tons of it. Just tons of it. You never know what you'll find. Here's another really cool one. And this is a dart set, right? So it's got darts and some other little games in it and stuff. But look at this dartboard. Now, it could be a little bit big, but who's to say how big a dartboard is, right? Check these darts out. Now, they seem they might look a little bit big. I had a guy here to show. Oh, here he is. Okay. So, I mean, it's a little bit big, like a standard dart, but, life's not perfect, right? That's pretty good. So, these are the kind of things they're out there, you got to look for them. You see the croquet set here? That's the same way. It's an awesome thing if you want to like set up some kind of maybe funny photo shoot for Joe's having a picnic or something. It's got the little things. Now it comes with discs for tabletop, but you can get balls out of any of these other sets, the pool sets and stuff to use as balls. But this is stuff that we've collected over the years, and we use all the time for doing photo shoots and stuff. Also, there's little stuff out there, like different places, like craft stores and stuff. This was a pack of stickers. And it has different street signs, and they're like foam. But we grabbed a couple packs because we have plans on building a GiJoe city. Essentially, we got 5 or 6 buildings. We're going to use the training tower, headquarters. It's going to be our whole headquarters compound. We're hoping to do it this coming summer, the next summer. But these are great. You just put them on any kind of pole, a dowel, a stick. You got street signs for your city. These we found at a party store. They're stir sticks for parties, but once we paint these up, you can do them black or gray or whatever. They're oars. I mean, they're perfect 1/6 scale oars. I don't have one out of the package, but that's the kind of stuff you can find anywhere. And then with a little imagination, take for example these are at office supply stores, little boxes for like thumbtacks and paper clips and stuff. This is the same exact thing, spray painted. And look at that, it's it's perfect for like a storage tub for equipment, grenades, pistols, food, MREs, whatever you want to do. Just, you know, it just takes just a little bit of initiative. Here's another great idea. And before I introduce it, we want to thank Skunk Works, who gave us a shout out after we gave him a shout out, because he inspired me to do my dive suit, which is over there. It's just the greatest idea. And so I went ahead and did it, and then we showed it on our thing, gave him a shout out, and then he gave us another shout out and said he's inspired. Here's another thing he inspired us on. These, I think, you said Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby. We got these like pencil little boxes, little wooden boxes, and he does really nice ones with stickers that say GiJoe Adventure Team. We haven't mastered that yet. He does have a link on Skunk Works to do the actual stickers, but we haven't gotten around to that. But I did have these Adventure Team stickers. So we painted them. I drilled holes. I did little rope handles. You can use them for, you know, equipment. And they're just, you know, they're a couple bucks each, and you paint them up. I have several different colors. I got a brown one here. I kind of started, depending on what you're going to use it for. Those are the things you just, if you think outside the box and be creative, you can come up with all kinds of ideas. And that's what drew us to Skunk Works. We were kind of looking, and he just has all kinds of great ideas. But we also do a lot of things. But that we want to talk about that real quick. But then also some of the other things, we do a lot of custom stuff, and but we do like we said, I have tons of vintage stuff. Adventure Team is my joy. It's my favorite. I have probably about 30 vintage figures. A lot of times I try and piece together the right uniforms and stuff, but then I'm also like sort of a historian, sentimental guy too. If I get something at a flea market that somebody, you know, is selling with a certain uniform, sometimes I leave it in that certain uniform because that figure may have been in for, you know, somebody's childhood. And if it looks cool, I like to leave it that way. A lot of my figures, which I'm going to do a whole thing on vintage and show you my collection. But we also do, like I said, a lot of customs. So Jeff at Skunk Works also, he had just finished a really cool Yeti figure. Now, if you're into GiJoe, you're probably like Bigfoot and Yeti, because it was, you know, kind of a crossover. Because who better for GiJoe to hunt? But so here's my, I did this probably about 8 years ago. So I just want to give a quick show on this. This was, I used a 12-inch Marvel Beast figure, and what I did was, you know, I took his head down just a little bit with a sander, trimmed off some of the stuff, and then I painted him, and then I took glue and just ripped little pieces of fur and just placed it on there. It took a long time for me to do the fur, but the rest of it wasn't too bad. Now, he does have articulation. However, I had him on a top shelf like a dummy, and he dove off of it. So he did break in about 6 places, but see how he has pretty good articulation. His legs, though, broke. His waist broke. I was able to fix him for display purposes, but I'm definitely inspired again by Skunk Works to try do a different one. He didn't use a figure. He used wire and wood. You have to check this out. It's really, really cool the way he did it. So I love this one, and it's done some photo shoots, which I'll probably get up, but I may try it a different way next time, and that way if it falls off the shelf, it may not bust up so bad. But I also had done a Bigfoot one, which I thought turned out great, even better than this one. But a friend of mine just pestered me forever to buy it off of me, and finally he came up with a number that I couldn't say no to. So I'm probably going to do another Bigfoot too, because Bigfoot is, well, this is my second video on camera, and both times I think I had a Bigfoot shirt, because I'm a big fan of Bigfoot. But I think that's all we wanted to talk about today. I do have, speaking of vintage, this is the last figure I purchased at a sale, and he came nude, and I didn't have any vintage clothes quickly available, so I grabbed this uniform off of a new guy for temporary fix, and then I had this really cool shirt that you've heard me mention, Pop Locks. It's been on a couple of our sites. He's on eBay at Pop Locks 4583. He makes these really cool shirts. This one says Veteran, and I couldn't think of a better person to put it on than this poor guy who's been pretty beat up. He's got some stress fractures on his knees, and his flocking's messed up. I'm probably gonna maybe redo his flocking. I'm not great at flocking yet. I'm getting there, but I haven't mastered it yet. That's actually the original reason I think I went to Skunk Works, because I was watching flocking videos. But this guy's part of the team now, and excited to be here. And we want to get out there, sort of just to keep other people, like, don't get discouraged on your hobby. Like, I used to look at my collection. I always looked at other people's and, oh, I wish mine was that good, or I wish I did it this way or that way. And then one day it kind of clicked to me that if I did it like everybody else, it wouldn't be my collection. It would be copying other people. And that's where I really got into just doing my, the photo setups. And flash over there again. If you missed our one video, you can go back. But this whole shelf I did as just, it's my GiJoe headquarters, because the original headquarters was great, but it didn't have enough room for all the Joes to do everything they needed to do. So I built this, and I put it together, and my kids helped me, and we love doing Joe stuff together. It can bring people together, make new friends, but always just remember, it's your collection. Do it your way. If you want to keep it in the box, keep it in the box. If you don't, take it out. If you want to go vintage and everything has to be exact, then do that. But just remember, it's your collection. It's your hobby. Do it your way. But also reach out and watch. YouTube's getting to be where there's a lot of guys on there. We don't have 1 million views. We just started. And we have 17 subscribers, by the way. I think we picked up 2 thanks to Skunk Works, because amazingly he shouted us out and we got 2 new subscribers. But there's all kinds of ideas out there, or even if you just need a little kick in the butt to get up and do something. Like, maybe you got something that you've been saying, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to custom that, or I'm going to make that. But you just haven't had the motivation. Just get on there and watch us. Watch Skunk Works. There's plenty of other ones out there. And then stop motion. Try that. If you've been thinking about doing it, it can be tricky, but just shoot little ones. There's a lot of people on there that have stop motion. They're like 10 seconds. Just a guy pulling a gun and shooting. Neat stuff. But just get motivated, especially right now where you got COVID, you're locked down, you're inside. It's, why not? Just dig out your Joes. Even if you haven't been collecting, dig them out, see what you got. Maybe something will inspire you. Maybe you'll get, reacquainted with your own stuff. But just remember that it's your collection. Do it your way, and love what you do, and love Joes. And feel free to reach out to us guys that are getting on here, and hey, do it yourself. Do a YouTube channel and do something with your Joes. Like I said, the stop animation. I see all kinds of guys. They have really quick, short ones, but they're so cool. They're guys loading guns, shooting at targets. Just really neat stuff, and it's all out there, and we have to keep this alive. And I was blessed because my kids. My son, who's holding the camera, he, for the longest time, he loved his 3 3/4 inch figures, which that's fine too. I never pushed 12-inch on him. I joke around with him, because you got to do it your way. But then one day he started kind of getting more into it with me and looking at stuff and watching me build stuff, and he got a little more hands-on. And next thing you know, most of his 3 3/4 are sort of boxed up in the corner, and he's loving the way this kind of works. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah.
See?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom here. Wisdom. Not vintage. Wisdom. But anyway, we have a good laugh. We have a good time with this. My daughter as well. She has her Barbies, and she's always bringing them out and trying to get them into the mix of helping out. And she's starting a veterinarian team in case we find a hurt Bigfoot. It's going to be super cool. But check out Skunk Works. And also check out on eBay, check out Pop Locks 4583. He doesn't always have shirts and stuff on there, But check him out. He has some great shirts. If you want to see more of the shirts, go and see some of our other videos. He's a great guy. He's a collector. I've talked to him quite a bit. And but Skunk Works on YouTube. He's cool. He does reflocking and restorations, all kinds of stuff. Maybe we can get a big community going here and keep this thing going, and maybe revitalize some sort of club or something. But we'll see what happens. We got to get it going, right? But for now, be safe and happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy New Year, the whole works, just in case we get lazy over the holidays and we don't get back to it. But we are planning to. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, do the thing. He always makes fun of me because I don't ever remember this, but I always tell him the people on YouTube know all this stuff. So anyway, so do all that good stuff, and maybe next time we get on here we'll have 22 subscribers. We'll see. That's our magic number now. So thank you very much for watching. Stop back. We're going to add as much as we can. We're going to try and keep going here and get as much as we can on for you folks. Thanks for subscribing, and take care.